Hey there, friends. Let's take a look at Planet Crafter today as it approaches its final release from early access. Apparently there have been a lot of updates to this, and I played it a long time ago, but let's check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these because we don't need previous games. Gosh, it was a long time ago that I played this. All right, we're gonna start a new game. We're going to do standard mode because just going to turn off the drop items, no consequences, just to free things up a little bit. All right. It's auto crafters. Okay. Interesting. All right. So let's create the game. We're just going to call it custom one, and we'll go ahead and load it, and we'll get started. For some reason, it skipped the cinematic this time, which is fine with me. I don't even remember if it had one. So we need to get some things. Don't really need ice. Need magnesium and silicon. A little bit of iron. There's the iron. So if you've never played this game before, basically we are relegated to this planet until we recover it to a point where it's habitable. This is our drop pod, our home, and as you can see in the lower left hand corner, the O2 meter down there is going down, and eventually we're going to run out of oxygen, and it says we're low, so we get it back by going in here and it refills it. That is our storage crate. There's not a lot in it. Let's see if we can create a backpack, because we need more room. Okay, we created a backpack, and now we're going to put it on, and now we got more spaces. Not that it's going to help, because there's so much crap to pick up. So much crap, so little time. So we need iron, and I know we need some silicon and some magnesium. We don't really need ice. But each one kind of has its own little look to it. Normally you can tell what they are. Like I know that's silicon. And I know that is iron. And that is magnesium, which is what we needed. So little things that look like V's sticking out of the ground are magnesium, and I think we need 2 of those. And again, out of oxygen. So let's run back to our ship. I mean, if we die, there's very little consequence, but you die fast in this game. So we need an oxygen tank, which we can build. Okay, and then we'll equip it. And this is basically our tool belt. And this is basically what our inventory looks like. So these are the things we're building. Built our oxygen tank, we built our backpack. We need to build a light. 3 microchips, 1 to build things, 1 to deconstruct things, and 1 to light up the area. These, honestly, the last time I played it, I never had to use them. I just made little pods everywhere, and that pretty much saved me from everything. The only thing it got me was the food and water, I think was difficult to come by. Don't need any cobalt. I don't think. I just need some iron. I need silicon. Iron and silicon are a little hard to tell apart in this game. Except this titanium. That's silicon. So like the smaller little jutting things that come up like this are silicon. Gotta find some more. Oh, there's another magnesium down there. And eventually, we'll get to the point where we've got somewhere to put things. And as you can see, our oxygen's better, so we can stay out a little longer. Just got to build those chips. And we can make a living compartment somewhere. I can build it. Deconstruct bin one. We don't have room for the torch yet. All right. So next thing it wants us to do is to build a living compartment with a door, a drill, a wind turbine, and a craft screen. So let's go grab that. I think it's B to build, Q to build. Yeah, Q to build. All right, so we need a drill. Titanium and iron. I think we have that. All right, so the terraformation index over here tells us what we need to build up to. And right now it's at 0 TI. So we need to generate pressure and some power, give it some power, and now we have 1 TI. There are certain levels we need to get to in order to progress. So that requires things to be built. I don't know that we're going to make it this time. Like I said, you die fast. Okay, nothing new in there. All right, so we need to build a house. And since we're going to be going this way anyway, so let's make sure we have the materials. We need iron, titanium, and silicon. All right, so let's go over here, because here's the problem. Build the house. You got to build a door. The house, of course, gives you oxygen. But if you're starved for oxygen, here's what I ran into last time. I tried to build the houses as far apart as I could breathe. And a couple of times I didn't quite make it because, well, build the living compartment, and once you finally get it lined up where it needs to go, and then I went to build the door, and I did not have the materials to build the door, so I couldn't get in, and I basically died. So we need a box. Put everything in the box. I wish things stacked. That's kind of the one thing that I wish this game had. Instead of each resource taking up one inventory slot, I wish you could stack things a little bit. I don't know that you can't. Just don't remember that you could. It still doesn't seem like that's a possibility. But if we go around and pick things up, keep picking things up, really don't need this much cobalt. I mean, I might as well get it because it's out here. But, and if we're going to completely annihilate the resources in the area, we might as well. Okay, inventory full. All right. Oxygen level low, back to the house. All right, some oxygen, and it wants us to build a terraformation screen. So these are the screens: terraformation, blueprints, and energy levels. So if we put a terraformation screen up here, it tells us what we've got going on. And there's our oxygen, heat, and our pressure. Right now we're building pressure. We need to build heat and oxygen as well, and then eventually we'll get sort of an atmosphere. And silicon to build out. All right, so heater takes iridium, iron, and silicon. I know where we can get iridium. It's just not terribly convenient. So I wonder if we could do this. Probably not, because there's too many hills. Nope. Iron. One thing that you have to do that I keep forgetting is to clear out things where you build. So if you build over them, they're gone. And there is a semi-finite amount of resources in this game. Or at least there used to be. I don't know if there still is. It is... I did notice I played a minute or two yesterday, and it did give me a significant number of asteroid storms. All right, so we need... iron. Grab some iron. All right, I guess we're going to grab some silicon. And then iron. All right, so our hydration levels are low. All right, it cannot put that there. I mean, it could put it here, but that gets kind of inconvenient. And I can't build it there. And I definitely can't build it there because I built that there. So, see how far up we can go. And we'll build another jump point here because we kind of need to get over here. Unless things have changed. Oh, we're going to die in a minute. I need iron. I need iron. It's titanium. Can't build the door. Again, this is the problem that I had. And I don't think we made it. No, we did not. All right, let's see if it did build the door. I'm kind of curious. We clicked it at the last minute. We definitely didn't make it in. So somewhere over here there is a cave with iridium. Oh, it did build the door. There's a cave with iridium in it. And that's what we need for some of this stuff. So we need to get a forward base near where the iridium is. And eventually we'll be at a miner that'll dig stuff up for us. But for now, it's just hand mining and yeah, not a lot of. Oh, now I'm gonna die from dehydration. Yes, I know there are water sources in the starting ship. Okay. Iron, ice, and magnesium. I have that, right? Ice, magnesium, iron. Alright, so he died. Alright, I don't have anything to put in this yet. That's okay. Gotta build energy level screen and a heater. So let's go over here, because if I remember right, the apparently it's a really hot day out. Gives an interesting perspective to the world when it does this. Really don't need cobalt. So unless they changed it, there was a cave around here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I need iron. I didn't get it. God. This game is actually a challenge when it starts and just gets a little bit easier as it goes, it seems like. Once you get things in production, it offers a different set of challenges, but like just the rudimentary staying alive. I mean, it's not consequential to die right now, and especially since I turned off drops, because I really don't feel like running around picking things up after I die. And since I have the option, I'm just going to turn it off. I think that was all I needed for the door. Yep, I can build the door now. This game does have some pretty stunning visuals. That is just cool. It offers a truly alien view to this planet. So once we start getting messages about why we're here, then we'll start to make more sense of what's going on. But using cobalt iron. It's the flashy rocks. There we go. That's something I don't remember seeing over here before. So different things unlock and as you progress, and apparently hydration is not something we've unlocked yet. Which is fine. We'll take a couple more deaths. But I need iron. Then I can build that heater. So you have to meet the requirements, and you have to meet the goals to gain new things to make. And once you do that, I don't think the heater has to be inside, does it? Oh, it does. Okay. There. Now we're generating heat. So now we need blueprints and progress screen. So iron and silicon. Hopefully that opens up something for us. But now we're generating more terraforming index. Iron and silicon. Actually, I gotta head back to my main base anyway. Because that's where I was putting the screens. But this one might be a better choice. It's on more level ground. Okay, we're gonna die again. So you can build some pretty advanced bases and stuff. It is pretty cool. Iron and iron. It's not iron. That looks like iron. Silicon. I'll need it. I just don't need it yet. So yeah, this is pretty level, so we could actually probably build onto this. We're fading fast. And again, dehydration. So now we have another room in our space pad. Kind of looks like that. So if we go out this way, which is not the way I intended to go, actually. I was thinking we were going to go this way. That's okay. Rooms are easy to make. 1 titanium, 2 iron. That looks like iron. Okay, now let's go back. Let's build in the direction we intended to build it in the first place. You can actually make a quad for there and then put solar panels on top of it or whatnot. So we'll build another one right there. And then they'll all be linked together. It actually looks kind of cool when they're linked together like that. And there's 4. So you can see, got a little room. We're out of food. Let's go gather. I have inventory space. Some. Let's go back to our main base. And get some of the materials out of it, because the landing pod has food and whatnot in it, but it also has food seeds to grow things. And this is just a stepping stone to get around. As you get more oxygen tank space, you can go a little further, and you can explore some of these wrecks. It's kind of hard to do with a T1 oxygen tank and really, really low terraforming. You just burn through oxygen so quick, and it's kind of hard to get out of some of them in time. So patience is a virtue with those. So we need space food and space water. I mean, we can make a ton of oxygen capsules. See how that works out, but really, I don't think it's a good idea. All right, good enough. At least we won't die from food and water deprivation right off the bat again. But we need to get that seed planted. Did we put that in here? No, we did not. I forget if you can move things or if you have to disassemble and reassemble them. I don't remember. The key point, getting sustainable life going, where you have a production of food and water and whatnot to keep yourself alive. So let's just grab 2 iron, 1 titanium, and then we can put the back on this building. And now we can see if we can or need move to some of this stuff. So if we can move it in the corner. Trying to remember. No, I don't think we can. That's all right. We'll plant the Lerma seed. It'll start generating some terraforming stuff. We need a crafter. So T2 crafter, make iron and silicon. So let's grab some of that. I really haven't played this in a while. I don't remember what it takes to make anything. Silicon. Always use that. Good enough? I can make it. Now, the last time I played it, this bowl is pretty much what you get to play in, so hopefully they've expanded it a little bit more. Oop, you just ran out of power. So I need another iron. Without the power monitor screen, it's kind of hard to tell what we're burning. Got craft station, veg tube drill, blah, blah, blah. Iron. It's always iron. I know it's not iron, but I'll take it because we always need silicon. It'd actually be kind of cool if you could build a robot to just go around and pick these up. Like a little rover that just wandered around. I don't know. Maybe you can. That would be a cool new feature if it's not already. I think this has to go on a desk. Need more iron. Because I think that's the ideal scenario for loading the screens is to mount them to a desk. There's an iron. And there's an iron. Now I can build a desk. So that rack is not terribly difficult to go through once you get some upgraded oxygen. So at T2 you can start going through that one. It's not deep, but it gives you things like blueprints and whatnot that aren't 100% required, but helpful, maybe. All right, so here's our blueprints. It tells us what we've got to get to in order to unlock that blueprint. So most of the blueprints have a requirement. So we unlock the backpack T2, which increases the inventory size. By doing that, we had a certain terraformation index. To get the solar panel, we need 100K TI. So once we get to, or 1K, once this gets up to 1K, we'll get the solar panel, which is really handy to have. 2.5K, we get the backpack T3, which gives us more inventory space. We get more solar panels. But as you come down here, the ladder comes at one oxygen, 1 PPT oxygen, and we're at 30 PPQ. Heater, T2 oxygen tanks. So as things go bigger, we get more stuff. So the goal is, if you desperately need something, like we need a bigger oxygen tank, so you need more pressure. So you can get a window at 250 NFA. Well, I don't care about a window. However, I do care about the drill T2. So we need to increase pressure in order to get the drill. And see, like I said, I don't care about the window. What am I going to look out at? Same thing I'm just going to run out in and run around in. It's great for aesthetics, but not really necessary. This is kind of necessary, getting the bigger drill. And our... Oh, I was wrong. The plant thing does not generate food right now. It's just generating oxygen. So it's helpful, but not helpful. And now we need a bigger backpack. So let's go see what's involved in making that. I need iron and titanium to do that. So let's go grab some. And I kind of feel like I'm eating up all the iron in this area. But, you know, pretty much I am. That's titanium. Titanium. Maybe iron? No. And this is why you need to get the miners and whatnot, so that you can pull materials that you can't necessarily get. Because eventually, as you can see, these are starting to thin out a little bit. Not as obvious because I'm not picking up the cobalt because we're not really using it. But they are starting to get a little bit more sparse. Okay, we got our bigger backpack, so now we got more space, and now we need more oxygen. And it's always a matter of more whatever. So we get the exoskeleton, we can actually equip the light, which is important for exploring. So I need titanium. I need titanium. So I need a bunch of titanium, which isn't very hard. That's actually plentiful. I just get it right here. I think I might need one more. I don't remember if one of them took 2. So I have to do a progress screen. I don't know that I can do that one yet. But the bigger exoskeleton. So I'll have to take off the oxygen, fit the exoskeleton, and then we can fit the oxygen tank. Sometimes you got to do a little juggling. So the next thing, yeah, I need oxygen. So silicon, and magnesium are what we need, because those are the things we're going to use in the next craft. Once we get these, we'll have a little bit better chance of staying alive for a minute. So grab that magnesium. That magnesium, that silicon, that titanium. I think we need one more titanium, maybe, and one more silicon. I don't remember. Get an iron too. Might as well while we're here. There we go. All right, let's go build food and oxygen. Food, oxygen, and water hydration are low, as they're probably always going to be. So let's fire off that bigger oxygen tank. And the torch. So I can make water bottles and drink them, but I can't make food. Where's the first thing food comes in? Ladder, heater, food grower. So we need 12 ppt oxygen to get food. So we need more plant thingies. More of these, but we also need more plants. So since we're going to die anyway, and that turns on the flashlight. Not terribly bright, but bright enough. So by turning on that no drop, we can actually, without fear, explore these things a little bit easier. Because the thing that happened the last time I played it was I would go into these ships. I would get in here. I would get stuck on a ladder or something. Die. And not be able to get out. And once that happens, you drop everything and it goes away, and well, you're out of luck. Ooh, that's what I needed. Seeds. Sometimes it hides those chests in the weirdest places. And I can't remember. Ah. So I knew I remembered there was a deconstruct. But couldn't for the life of me remember what it deconstructed. Can I build another box? Yeah, I can. Good, because I need it. Okay, so we got to use this on the blueprint screen. Decode. And now we have agility boots. What do agility boots do for us? Agility boots. So the microchips unlock things in the menu. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff to unlock. Just not sure where the agility boots are. Some of the menus obviously are a little deeper than others. Some are not. I think the agility boots just like you jump farther. So let's go look in the crafting thing and see. It'll probably tell us, because that's where we would probably make them anyway. Yep, we do. That's where they would make them. So we need fabric for those, and we really don't have any fabric. So we have to go in the wreckage to get fabric and whatnot. We might as go fully explore it. Because like I said, last time I did this, I did it without the recovery. So I dropped everything when I died. So when you fall down and die, all of the stuff you're carrying stays where you're at. And if it was hard enough to get in there in the first place that you died, going back is probably not going to be the best idea until something in your life improves. And sometimes it was a hard hit to take to lose blueprints and whatnot, simply because I got stuck. Okay, we have a cat invader right now. So I cannot see my screen. I can only just deconstruct those bars, I guess. Oh, we got another fabric. How handy. Can't deconstruct that one. Yes, I can. I don't know what was going on there. There we go. See, and if you die here, going back to get your stuff and getting out can be a real challenge. But if you obviously keep your stuff when you die, not as bad. Another terraforming thing. The ice. Really haven't been picking up ice because I don't have anything to do with it. But I need to get that food grower. Because I certainly can't survive without creating food somehow. Or finding it. And that thing generates... Alright, so... Looking for it. Ah, the Pastera has a 200% multiplier. So that's what we want. Okay, and now we can go look at our progress screen. Hopefully our oxygen's going to start going up a little bit quicker. Of course, I really don't have anything to compare it to because we didn't look at it before we put it in there. Let's take all these back to the other edge. All right, so we got windows, we got oxygen tanks, the drills. Okay, we can almost get the Vegetube 2, which is better than the 1. But in the interim, I know I'm going to need more power, so Just throw a few of these out here. Power generation is like planet-wide, so if you throw it down, you get to use it no matter where you are. Just very useful. I like to think it's like an underground network of power cables it puts between it when you build it. And wind turbines aren't hugely impressive for building stuff, but it's what we got. So it might not be what we need, but it's what we have available. Build another drill. Yeah, we can build another drill. All right, so get our terraforming index to go up a little bit faster, and we're going to die again. All right. So let's go back to our dropship and start disassembling it. And now you can see I almost have enough energy to run all the way over there. So occasionally we find chests like this, just sitting out here. Oh, got the solar panel. And this, normally I would say would be my corpse, but we're not generating corpses this time. What is that? Probably some common resource. Nope, another resource chamber. That's what I need. We'll come back for it. Unless it gets smashed. All right, so here we are back at the ship. Let's see what resources it has in here that we can salvage. Water. So this is the last of our space water. We're definitely running low on food. All right. Other reason you want to build shelters is these things hurt when they hit you. They're kind of cool when they're coming down. But now when they're coming down at you. Sometimes it's best just to hide. So what happens when these crash? Let's get one that's gonna hit close. I think that one's probably gonna hit pretty close. So if we go over this ridge, you'll see that this is basically a dynamic resource spawn. When it hits the ground, resources have an opportunity to surface. And sometimes it's rare resources like aluminum. Sometimes it's common resources like iron. But this is how it replenishes the resources you've taken to a degree. It throws them in your face. Like one of them struck our house. All right. So that's how we're doing now. Honestly, at this point, it would be a much better option to have all of the screens in one room rather than all across the planet to have to go track them down. But getting oxygen, heat, and pressure increases our terraformation index. And as I showed you, each one of those has a specific impact on what we can and can't build. If we were able to get messages, you would find out we've been assigned to this planet to terraform it, probably as punishment for our crimes. And based on that fact, they only reward good behavior. So increasing the terraformation of the planet is considered good behavior. Although if we walked around and broke all of our stuff that we built, I don't think they take it away. So I don't think it goes back down. So I don't think they're constantly monitoring us, but I'm pretty sure they are watching. So I can't remember what our next goal was. And the blueprint one is in the other castle. So if we want to see that, we got to go all the way back up there to look at it. And I think we can deconstruct at least some of our dropship, if not all of it. So we'll go to that in a minute. But we do need to get a progress screen up, apparently. Because we don't have that. Put the cat away. And can we build the progress screen? No, I don't have that option yet. Oh, inventory's full. All right, let's tear up to the other ship and see what's going on. What else can I build? Anything? Oh, yeah, solar panel. So this is what I did last time, and I didn't regret it, per se. Sure, I could have. I just built the solar panels up here. And now we have a use for cobalt. Which is good because there's a lot of it. Ice. And then we can build the better veg tube to get more oxygen. So that was the one, which generates 0.15 per second. 0.35 energy used, and this one generates 1.2 at 1.25 energy used. So we can build that, Then we can come in here and open that, take that back. Put that in there. Deconstruct this one. Silicon. Just really got to put all the screens in one place. It's just too inconvenient not to go have them available. Because running halfway across the planet just to see where you're at is not fun. It's like, where was I? Okay. I know I need a cobalt. And then I can make one of the screens. Okay. So now our oxygen is going up much quicker. Which is really good because we'll get that ladder soon, which honestly I've just found to be more inconvenient than anything else. We do kind of want them all moving that fast, though, so we need to look into a better heat solution. But all we got is the heater T1, so we need iridium and silicon for that. So let's go grab some of that iridium. And we can throw another heater down. But if they're all moving that quickly, then we can eventually at least make it out of the basic level a little bit faster. Because having one that's top heavy when it's building is okay. But when they're all building that fast, it definitely makes it a lot easier. Not perfect. But better. Just need silicon, I think. All right, whatever. Yep, I just need a silicon. Let's go find one. Try to snag it before we die and build that heater. Because we really need to jumpstart that terraformation index a bit. Let's see if we can make it back to the base. Probably. And if I can pick up a silicon on the way. Yay, we got the ladder. I mean, you know, I was waiting on that one. I understand there needs to be a progression in what you get, and it needs to be logical, and it needs to have some level of tiers that are valuable and some tiers that are just kind of there. But seems like at the lower level, having some of the more critical ones be a little more accessible would be not a horrible idea. Okay, so that's what we're using for power. That's what we're generating for power. We're using 6, we're generating 19. We got a mining speed blueprint and a tier 3 black pack. How do you make that? Aluminum, aluminum, and silicon. Well, I know where there's some aluminum. Imagine that. It's on me. I just need silicon. Do I have any? Yes. Let's make that bigger backpack. Carry more stuff. Go ahead and die. Turning off the dropping items does have the side effect of not giving you the chests when you die to put your stuff in. Not to take it out of, to put it in. Or at least deconstructing it and get a permanent source of iron. Okay, so oxygen and heat are going up, but pressure is not really going up. So we need another drill. In order to get another drill, we need titanium, which is not terribly hard to find. And the moniker of giving it the name drill makes you think you're going to get resources out of it, but that is not the case. That drill does not provide you with any resources. Okay, let's go see what else we got to build. Because it really seems to want to give us this progress screen. Can I build another solar panel? Yes, I can. I hate running out of power. Nothing is more unfun. And having no power. Except maybe dying. Alright. So they're all going up now, visibly. That's a good thing. So I need 2 NK to even unlock the next thing it's asking me to do. And I should get the T2 heater here in a sec. So that should increase the heat a little bit. But I really need more oxygen. So what's it going to take to build another one of these? Iron and ice. ice. Iron. So we'll throw another one of these down. And what do you got in you? So the Lerma seed doesn't seem to want to... Ooh. I'm trying to deconstruct the house, man. I'm just trying to deconstruct this thing. There we go. So the Lerma seed doesn't seem to generate any oxygen multiplier. So we'll put this Shanga in there. And now we'll go take a look at the screen. Almost there. Okay, so there's our T2 heater. Iridium, iridium, silicon, titanium, and iron. So if we... Oh, we're going to die again. Can I make it over there in time? What do I need? Aluminum. It's all over there. So if I can make it to the other base before I die, I'll be over there to get the iridium, and aluminum that I need. And I can replace those two heaters with one. We just need to do a check-in at this base. So we respawn here when we... Too late. Didn't make it. Let's try that again. Looks like our hydration levels are going to be a problem. Actually, I probably should have done something about that. Let's grab some ice so we can fix that next time around. So that's not the reason we're dying. Okay, come on. Just gotta get through the door. Okay, find 1 aluminum, 2 iridium. And I think we picked a lot of that iridium clean. Just seems like there's a lot more iridium than I remember, or a lot more aluminum over here than I remember from last time. All right. Cool. We're already here. Just go grab that iridium. There's one right there. At least iridium's easy to see. It's the flashy red thing, which usually isn't a good thing. I'm surprised you don't get radiation poisoning for picking these up. We have to be alien. Well, of course we're alien. Our little planet here. Okay. Deconstructed 1. Can I build another? I need 1 iridium, 1 aluminum. See if we can find it. Ice, ice. The aluminum looks a lot like ice. That's ice. Wasn't telling me what it was. Okay, so now we can tear down that other one and build another T2 heater. It's really a stair-step effect, building things in this game. You build some things to increase your heat and pressure and whatnot, and then you kind of tear those old things down. And you build the bigger things. Probably run low on power. So occasionally you'll find, if I remember right, there's one around here sometimes, I think, a hatch. From when somebody else tried to salvage this planet and failed. I don't know if they're always in the same spot or what, but I remember finding one, I think, somewhere around here. I could be wrong. And that's a nasty looking storm, so... Now we can complete the tutorial. Okay, we really need that, bigger oxygen tank. Ugh, there we go. All right, so... Got some food, didn't I? Yes, I did. Let's mix some water. There we go. All right. So what are my options now? I got those three. I got the backpack. I got the oxygen tank. I got the exoskeleton. The mining speed one. Here's the problem. At this point, you need to start making decisions because you have such limited exoskeleton space. Progress. And I need silicate, of course. Okay, so we are 4.33% to the next stage. Once it gets to the next stage, we get a blue sky. Right now we're barren. So oxygen is going up slowly. Heat is going up slowly, and pressure is going up slowly. I used beacons a lot when I went through it the last time to tell where I wanted to go and where my bases were and whatnot. I've kind of got a system now where I put them so I don't really need a beacon to tell where they are. I kind of know. And we've almost got the T2 drill. Which is going to make a huge difference in getting pressure. But I think for right now, that's going to do it for today because we are not very far into it. It's going to be kind of slow going at first. Once we get the next oxygen thing, we'll be able to explore a little more. And there are some caves we need to go in, but there's some heat levels we need to reach in order for the caves to open up, and we're not even close to those. So we got to get there. But that's going to do it for this episode. I haven't noticed any changes per se that are drastic yet, but most of the changes I think that I noticed in the patch notes and the emails that I get from the developers were a later game kind of scenario. So we may need to wait for that, but I'm going to pause this for now and we will pick it up again and see where we end up with it. Kind of want to see some of these changes, and we got to play the game to get there. So I will see you guys later, and we'll carry on and check it all out. Thanks for watching.